JJ Standard was good. Northwestern in here. Motley Call. What's happening? Front Row Travel LLC. What's up? Filters on Papers. What's good? Cannabis Lady. What up? All right. Elephant in the Chain was good. Matrix Weed was good. What's happening? Everybody on Facebook, what's up? What's up? Twitch, what's happening? YouTube. Excellence in Rolling Papers. I love that one. What up? District by GS, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's happening? Yes. Oh, y'all trying to get at me for the y'all trying to get at me for the safe banking? Hey, I got my feelings on it. Everybody's entitled to their opinions. Yes. I'm 100% for safe banking. I just don't think it should be standalone. Excellence in, for everybody else that's not on here, Excellence in Rolling Paper said that I'm against safe banking. I'm not against safe banking. I just believe it should not be a standalone issue at all. It should be either with social equity initiatives, or it should come after those, because we are already discriminated against as people of color in mainstream America. So if you're bringing cannabis banking to the mainstream realm, you got to make sure that the people of color are taken care of first, because we're already behind the 8 ball when it comes to everything else in this industry. So my thoughts on that. I'm always down to debate. Yes, come debate me. Come debate me. Yes, I'm down. Hit up Veronica on my team, info@cannavision.com, and we can set that up. I'm more than happy. And I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong in all situations. So prove me wrong, and I'm always down for that. So everybody else, Excellence in Rolling Paper on Excellence in Rolling Paper said that they want to debate me. So I'm down for that. Please. Yes. One love. All right. So my name is Rico Lamite, founder of Cannavision Global, decentralized media broadcast organization. We are one network, many voices. And I'm also a co-producer on the State of Cannabis NewsHour, where you can get your daily dose on weekday mornings, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. on the East Coast. What's up, my East Coast people? What's happening? All right, so today's story, let's hop right into it, man. Hop right into it. I'll bring my story over to the center screen. All right, so today's story came out of Politico, and some cannabis firms see a disaster in federal legalization. This one was very interesting. Has a pretty good debate on this one this morning on the news show. So let's hop right into it. So it seems that everybody wants federal legalization, but on their own terms and timelines. 2 in 3 Americans live in adult use states where markets have largely developed locally and extend just to the border. The prospect of lifting federal, my phone keeps on coming up. That should be better. All right. Sorry, everybody on the Cannavision feed over there. All right. So the prospect of lifting federal prohibitions too quickly has some players afraid industry giants will eat up small companies and push minority-owned players out altogether. As a Chuck Schumer-backed draft bill aims to regulate nationwide industry, forcing state markets to open borders and unlock banking tools. The pushback against national players disrupting long fought for It's because they are disrupting long fought for local policies. Struggling farmers in established markets could suddenly ship their products nationwide, undercutting emerging market prices, forcing expensive medical markets like Florida and Pennsylvania to compete with cheaper out-of-state operators from California and Oregon with a surplus of product. MSOs could also sack small states, buying up and pushing out small businesses. But is this not how American capitalism works anyways in the mainstream? To fight back, states like Maine and Washington are trying to intentionally limit outside growth. Others, like Massachusetts, claim to have created licensing requirements intentionally to help the marginalized by exclusively awarding delivery licenses to equity applicants. Cannabis is the only industry in American history legalized in 37 states. It's legalized and medical, legal and medical, or adult use medical, in 37 states without federal guidelines. Since interstate commerce is overseen by the feds, each market has been built to sustain growth, production, distribution, and sale internally because they can't cross state lines. So cultivation is currently in unnatural states rather than importing from places where it's flourishing. What happens when borders disappear? PharmaCann VP Jeremy Unruh believes biggest operators will move into the states with cheap energy, loose labor and environmental standards, lower taxes and fees, good outdoor growing conditions before exporting their cheap mass-produced cannabis to the rest of the country. This is what he said in the article. If the Schumer bill is passed, it really doesn't give the states the authority they need to keep their markets intact, and I think we see a race to the bottom. The horror. Ironically, PharmaCann is a giant multi-state operator themselves with facilities in New York, Illinois, Ohio, and Massachusetts. So they are in the cold states. So obviously they're going to, their top guys are going to be against interstate commerce because they're not going to be able to sell weed for high prices like they are right now. It's just natural. So some states like Washington have residency requirements for funding and licensing in hopes to maintain a mom and pop market. Uncle Ike's Pop Shop founder, Ian Carl Eisenberg, believes businesses can't compete if borders fall. Is what he quoted in the article saying, some people want to keep it small, organic, which is nice, but not reality. When we do open up, there won't be any big players here, just from other places like, God forbid, Portland. He actually said that shit too. Coming in and just buying us up. Others like Chris Fevry from a minority-owned Massachusetts delivery service. He said that, so from a delivery service called Your Green Package, he fears more for the small growers than their own businesses, than his own business. I think competition is definitely a good thing. The downside is the smaller players will get crushed. So just like our colleague, Jason Beck, my conservative colleague on our news show every single morning, he's the longest running operator in the industry. He brought it up a couple of weeks ago on the show. Laws like these hinder operations under the Dormant Commerce Clause, which is a constitutional prohibition on states enacting laws discriminating against imported products. Oregon licenses are abundant, and hundreds of all-size operators can't wait for the next phase. They amended regulations 2 years ago, allowing interstate commerce the second the feds say go. Others, like Florida, have licensing structure favoring large companies where small operators, equity licensees, and consumers would benefit from open borders. Look, developed states took the risk of opening up early with the blowback that came with it. Some chose legislation favoring local markets, others future-proof their businesses, prepping for the inevitable. The inevitable is here. The time is near. And surprise, surprise, those that are checking into the game in the fourth quarter, they have to realize that their conservative wait-and-see approach not only hurt their own ability to competently size up the competition on a larger scale, but also they've missed opportunities to develop thought leadership tailor-fitted for their own localities. So whether you like it or not, federal legalization is right around the corner. Those that are still on the sidelines need to realize it's time to get down or lay down because things are changing quickly, and the way that capitalism in regular mainstream America is big banky little bank. So unfortunately, that's just the way that it is. So let's run through these questions real quick. Could activating interstate commerce spell the end for mom and pop operators nationwide? I don't think so at all. I don't think I think there's always going to be a place for mom and pop businesses. There's always going to be a community feel for those, and there's going to be a lot of people in the industry who just don't want big box cannabis. Period. So I believe that there's always going to be a place for mom and pop shops, and on a broad scale, you really don't have to worry about them completely going away. Will they be a lot less? Probably so. Just the way that it is. You're going to see more and more big box chain stores like Walmart. Amazon's already in the game. They're going to take over a lot of the newbies, a lot of the new cannabis consumers. They're not going to be as into different cultivars, different terpene profiles, like the rest of us weed nerds are. Just is what it is. So prepare for that. All right. So would all efforts spent on state level social equity licensing mean nothing if large operators under federal law take over? Ooh. So it depends. It depends on how the Biden administration. I wholeheartedly believe that legalization is going to come before the end of the Biden presidency. So it depends on how his administration deems the right way, the right path forward for social equity on a top-down basis. I do believe personally, this is not anybody else, I believe personally that it has to be done on a federal top-down with a federal top-down methodology, simply because municipality up, it just doesn't work. You have a lot of people that have different needs. They have different plights that they went through, different issues that they had with the police. And it's not the same everywhere that you go. And a lot of people are having trouble implementing social equity in their own municipalities. And it's just not working as it is right now. So I truly believe that it has to come down from the White House. It has to come down on a federal level for it to work. But I don't think that they're going to have to scrap everything that was built before. So it's going to be a struggle, just put it that way. Finally, was this all not expected to happen from the jump when federal legalization was finally unveiled? Yes. That's an easy one, man. There's a capitalist nation, capitalist society, and anybody who was all for legalization, I truly believe, I feel like when Jason Beck said it this morning, he said it very, very harshly to everybody else in the room, taking a less harsh verbose state or anything. I don't think anybody who is against interstate commerce is not American, anything like that, like Jason was saying. But I do believe that this is inevitable. You're going to have interstate commerce. It's going to help some people. It's going to hurt some people. It just depends on how you set your business up, how this all plays out. Obviously, America loves to complicate everything when it comes to our legal passage, period. So I don't expect it to be perfect the way they put everything in place. I do not believe that everybody should have a one-size-fits-all social equity framework to work with. But I do think that it might be the only way that you can get it done and satisfy the people who are strictly business-minded. And currently, the strictly business-minded people are controlling they're controlling the conversation. So just my thoughts on y'all's questions. So appreciate those. Keep those questions coming too. All right. So what up, everybody? Southside Shanky, what's happening? What's happening? So Munas _smack_n_ sauces. Was it Munas smack sauces, smacking sauces? I love it. Shabanga 13, what's up? OZ Gods, what's good? Cannabis lady in the place. The Motley Call, what's popping? What's popping? Shabanga, you on both of these, man? District by GS, Filter on Papers, Front Row Travels LLC. All right. Elemental Infusions, what's up? Grandiose Facial Expression. What the fuck is that? What's happening? And yo, if you guys want to debate me, I'm always down to debate. You can come on and totally slaughter me. I'm prepared for that. It's all good. these are my thoughts and my thoughts alone. These are my opinions at the end of this. So I'm always down for that. And I think that's what makes our industry so awesome, is the fact that we have so many different opinions in the game, and everybody's welcome too. So big up to everybody. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Happy Daughter's Day for everybody who's celebrated Daughter's Day too. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Make sure you guys check us tomorrow morning, State of Cannabis NewsHour. You can get your daily dose, 9 a.m. Pacific and 12 p.m. on the East Coast. So love you guys, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Much love. Peace.